Okay, class. Good morning. So we are here to discuss our new topic, which is the personal, legal, ethical, and organizational issues of information systems. So our learning outcomes would be first, we will be having to describe the information technologies that could be used in computer crimes, review privacy issues and methods for improving privacy of information, explain the effects of email, data collection, and censorship on privacy, discuss ethical issues of information technology, describe intellectual property principles of infringement issues. Next is explain information systems or system issues affecting organizations, including the digital divide, electronics publishing, and effects on the workplace of an employee's health. And lastly, discuss green computing and ways that it could help improve the quality of the environment. Okay, we're going to discuss the details. Okay, the first is the risk associated with information technologies. So mostly tayo no as a user or the one that we are that using the information technologies, we were able to misuse of information and technology, like invade users' privacy, commit computer crimes. So there's a lot of computer crimes that we are doing, including there are a lot of scammers and etc. Okay? So minimize sige. I-elaborate ko lang yung sa commit computer crimes. So mostly ito yung mga ginagawa ng mga natin, ng mga scammers, no? Yung mga nagpe-pretend that um they are they are diba, coming from your boss or siguro kung halimbawa kung saan naman mga student siguro feeling niya coming from the dean, gano'n. So, yeah, there's a lot of computer crimes kasi yung mga scammers natin yung nagpapanggap na akala nila na nagpapanggap na halimbawa babae tapos minsan ano nila no yung mga madadaling maloko yung mga medyo may edad na halimbawa yung mga foreigner. There's a lot of ayun, that's part of the computer crimes. Okay? Next is minimize or prevent by. First is the installing of operating system, yung mga regular updates, no? It should, including our cell phones, no? We should be able to get yung mga updates regularly. Using antivirus software, dapat yung mga computers natin mayroong mga sariling antivirus yan. And also using security features. So dapat yung mga email privacy and including the security features, halimbawa yung napupunta sa spam, and also yung mga napupunta sa spam ng mga emails, let's not click yung mga yung mga yung mga link na binibigay nila. Okay, that is the important one. Right, next is the cookies. So special text files, unique with a unique ID tag, embedded in a web browser, save on the customer user's hard drive. So ito, I think that I already discussed this in our last meeting na lahat dapat ng mga lahat ng mga halimbawa, mga files natin or mga nilalagin natin, halimbawa, gumagamit tayo ng website, halimbawa, gumagamit tayo rent tayo sa isang computer shop, no? Tapos enter tayo ng Facebook credentials natin. Di ba usually napupunta sa cookies yung mga information na tina-type natin doon, no? Kaya you have to be careful, guys, kung ano-ano yung mga ini-input natin doon, no? And especially kung ang hindi naman siya trusted computers or computer or device, um, I don't suggest na we're going uh, to log in on that device unless emergency. Pero you have once na wala ka talagang choice, you have to ensure na once na nag-log off ka, you have to delete yung ano natin, yung cookies, no? Paano ba ulitin ko, no, na paano ba natin siya i-delete, no? Ito lang siya. Uh, settings, tapos hanapin import browser data. Dito. Bring cookies. Ito. Ayan o. Choose what to clear. Ayan o. Pwede natin i-delete yan. So, yan yung mga, ito, cookies and other site data. Signs you out of most of the time. Okay? So, yun yung mga kailangan natin i-delete, no? Kung wala talaga tayong choice na mag-log in sa mga untrusted computers. Okay? So, next is yung cookies naman can be useful or intrusive, no? Tulad nung pag naglalagay tayo sa Facebook, 'di ba? Meron tayong tinatawag na yung bang ano no, yung login for the next time. 'Di ba may mga ganun? Na you do not need to log in next time kung halimbawa naman na dito, kung halimbawa naman na laptop mo siya or sarili mo laptop siya. So, napaka-importante din yan, no? Alam mo, minsan it can be useful, minsan din naman intrusive siya. Bakit natin nasabing useful? Kasi nga, hindi mo na kailangan mag-login every day or every time na mag-browse mo mag-browse ka doon sa website, no? Or pupuntahan mo yung, alam mo, facebook.com. Nandun na yung credentials mo, no? I-click mo na lang yung login, di ba? Or automatic, naka-login siya. Ganun. So, intrusive, no? Intrusive siya kasi it can also harm you, no? Alam mo, nakalimutan mo mag-log off. No? O kalimutan mo i-delete yung cookies. So, it can be intrusive nga kasi it will the ano yung mga hacker can also use no yung cookies for to get yung yung credentials mo. Okay? And many users also disable cookies, no? Paano? No, by installing Cookie Manager or using web browser option tulad pinakita ko kanina. Pwedeng i-disable yun. So, kaya importante yan na we should be able to know ano ba yung mga paano ba natin maiiwasan na ma-capture yung mga information, mga critical information that we are using when we are logging into the website. Okay? Spyware and adware. So, spyware is a software that secretly gathers information about users while they are browsing the web and also can be used maliciously. So, ano ba yung example nito natin? So, Halimbawa, nag-ano tayo dun sa isang website, no? Or halimbawa, meron tayong um, lagi tayo dun sa isang website. Tapos, yung website na yun, hindi natin alam. No? Wala tayong idea kung ano ba siya, pero nag-login tayo. It so happen na parang kaya tayo nag-login kasi or nag-sign up kasi we are just curious about what's held in this website, no? So then naglagay tayo ng mga information natin, nag-register tayo, no? So and then um, hindi natin alam, no, na meron palang spyware dun sa loob ng website. And it's secretly gathers, no, yung mga information na meron tayo. So, puwede nilang magamit yun, no, para to harm a specific user or i-harm tayo, no. Halimbawa kung yung password natin, username and password natin that we are using it in our bank account, it will also harm us. Kasi puwede nilang gamitin yung mag-login dun sa bank account natin and kunin yung ano natin, yung, yung money natin. Okay? So, we have to install antivirus or spyware software so that they can avoid or we can avoid, no, na maging victim tayo ng spyware. Okay? Then next is hardware, form of spyware, no? Collects information about the user to display advertisement in the web browser. So, tulad nung mga nakikita natin sa Facebook, 'di ba, maraming mga ads do'n. So, you have to be mindful din, no, sa lahat ng mga ads na nakikita natin. Kasi minsan, it also part of the adware o advertisementware, no, na puwedeng maka-harm din sa atin, akala natin okey lang, no? Tulad nung mga nakikita natin sa yung halimbawa sa Facebook, i-click natin yung link mapupunta sa kung saan mapupunta ang website, no? There are cases na meron din adware dun sa loob nun, dun sa link ng clinic natin. Kaya we have to be mindful, no? We have to be careful for everything that we are clicking. Okay. Next, no, phishing. Phishing is the scammer or the hacker sending fraudulent emails that seems to come from legitimate sources, no? Tulad nung nabanggit ko kanina, no, na nagpapakilala sila na siya yung boss mo or yung dean, na kailangan gawin mo 'to, send mo sa akin yung ganitong files, ganitong information. So those are the phishing. The direct email recipients to false websites to capture private information. Halimbawa, may nag-email sa'yo and then nag link, no? Binigyan ka ng link and then after nung link, clinic mo naman tapos nag-login ka, akala mo siguro nakalagay dun sa link na yun BDO, no? Kunwari BDO legit website siya, pero hindi naman pala, no? Pag login mo, BDO logo yung gamit, pero makikita kung titingnan mo yung link, kung maging curious ka about the link, definitely makikita mo na ano siya, na puwede mong makita kung talaga bang link ng BDO yun o baka naman fake video lang, ano na halimbawa, www. Yung original website is www.bdo.com.ph pero nilagay niya yung website niya is www.onebdo.com.ph. Hindi siya yung totoong website ni BDO. So that is one of the good example of the phishing. Okay?